Today we are making 0 Carb Flax crackers. We're going to start with a cup of water. We're going to mix in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I am using Redmond's real salt. And then we have just a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. We're going to stir all that together. And then we're going to measure in our flax seed. So I like to use golden flax seed because I find that it has the flavor that I like the best. Some people like the darker flax seed, or even doing half and half of each type of flax seed. So we have half of a cup of flaxseed. And for the printable recipe, make sure you check the description for the link to our blog post where there's a printable recipe for all of our keto recipes on this channel. So we're gonna give this a stir, make sure everything is combined, and then we're gonna cover this and let this soak for 4 to 6 hours. All right, it has been 6 hours, and you can see here that this is very thick. It holds together. The flax seeds have increased in size, and now we have almost a gel. So now what we're gonna do is grab our baking sheet. So we wanna have the oven preheating to 200 degrees, or the lowest temperature you have. And you're just going to put these right on a piece of parchment paper on your cookie sheet, and then kind of make it into a rectangle-ish. It's really going to be more like an oblong. But here's where you have a decision to make. So thinking about what you want to use these crackers for. Are they just for snacking on, maybe with some cheese? Or do you actually want to be able to put a dip on them and have them not break? So the thinner you make this, the crispier the cracker. But I find that sometimes I can go ahead and get them thicker, especially when it's winter. So if you live in a very humid environment, your crackers aren't going to get quite as crispy as someone in a dry environment. So as I'm filming this video, I'm in the Midwest, it's winter, it's very dry, so I can actually get fairly thick crackers, pretty crispy this time of year, but not so much in the summer when it's very humid. All right, now we're going to take these, we're going to put them in the oven at 200 degrees at the highest temperature and cook them for 1 hour. Then we're going to take them out, use a pizza cutter to score them into shapes, and bake them for 1 to 2 more hours. You want to bake them until they get nice and crispy. All right, it has been 1 hour, and we're going to use a pizza cutter to score these. And we're just going to cut them very carefully. So you want to score them because if you wait, you can kind of see already how they're moving as I cut them. If you wait till the end, you're not going to be able to get them into any kind of a shape. They're just going to crack, which is fine if you aren't worried about them being similar shapes and sizes, but I find this simple trick works very well. And we'll put this back into the oven.